3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Smith going to go to the air first play. And complete to Smith-Njigba. Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Geno now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing again is Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted onto him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Smith-Njigba with the grab.
Oh, a heck of a move. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air again, Smith. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Ken Walker,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. join the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ultra.
Another run here with Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
Now a first down throw for Young. It's caught by Sanders. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
With a lack of pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense, or a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Young on third down. Steps away to his left.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now Geno. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Young. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Ready?
On play action, Young.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Black shot.
Now Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Okay, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
That is taken in by Hurst. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Here we go.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
Right.
Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And Walker has it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Young.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey. Stop.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
368. 368.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
2 by 2. Move.
Here's Dalton. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So Dalton now.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love gets it,
and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop. Over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 32-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Geno out to throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw here, Dalton. It's caught inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gooden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Dalton, 1st and 10. That is caught by Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. On a slant, he's got Sanders. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. He completes this one to Mingo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Andy Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, it's that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he's going to be intercepted intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Von Bell.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Sanders.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, trio left. Look. Catch left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Line.
Now Gino. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
368.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Dalton now to pass. He's got Mingo. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
31-yard line.
They go 368.
And now to the air, Dalton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Play action now, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Dalton. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Young takes it on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Bryce Young scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ready?
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 23. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Young to throw it.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing now is Geno.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big play looming on third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. They'll come up, first and 10 here.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
At the 26-yard line.
Here comes second down. Now Young. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Young.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
And some room to run now.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Let's go.
Here's first and 10.
Green back.
Here's Young. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here's second down. They'll run with Sanders.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. Young to throw. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
560. Ready?
Throwing, Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Now Sanders.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
118 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Young looks to throw on first down.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
62 blaster. Solid red. Edo blue. Red.
Another run here with Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. It's picked up, a live ball here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it's a win for the Seahawks here. And it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.